Hello, welcome to log 90. What? Big number. I just finished working. It is 11:59 p.m. Yeah, I broke the rule today on purpose because I lost an hour earlier today by being crazy and having fun with my friends. What? So I didn't work for an hour, so I worked for an extra hour after 9, which might have not been the best idea because I have to go to bed basically now. I mean, I don't think I'll wake up at 6:30 tomorrow morning. I mean, no. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard the tale that you run off of the sleep you get 2 nights before as opposed to 1 night, so that meant today was the 3 hours of sleep day, and honestly, I felt near hungover. I've never been hungover before, but it feels like this is how it would be. I was like on the verge of a headache the whole day. Everything was too bright and too loud, and I just wanted to like flop for a lot of the day, but we still worked. I think I'm definitely putting a lot of pressure on myself to do this online course this weekend. That means 3 days to do like an unrealistic amount of videos. Like I should settle, not settle, I don't like that word, but I should just come to terms with my reality and understand that I will not get the entire course done in 1 weekend. Holy voice crack. But I still got just about 1 full module done today. There's 8. I just about finished. I have 1 video left. Module 3. So that means if I work like with my breaks, if I work as hard as I can on just these, excluding comic and edit time, because I'm keeping that promise, I will still only get up to 5 out of 8, which isn't bad, actually. That's alright. But the thing that's holding me back is my perfectionism. I saw at 1 video I got carried away with it and I spent an hour editing 1 of them. I don't have that kind of time, but I couldn't take my hands off the keyboard. I couldn't stop fine-tuning every little bit and piece. No. This is the point where being realistic has to come in, and I have to be okay with 70% of effort. And I guess it's a lot more personal because it's me teaching. It's me teaching. So that's a lot of authority for myself. Like, granted, yes, I do think I know these things, but I also think it's easy to assume that if you know them, then clearly everyone else would know it. So I'm just editing videos of me talking about stuff I already know. So I feel like I'm not in the position to teach, but I have to trust that like these will be useful. And I mean, it's an online course, so by the time people are watching the videos, they've already paid for it. Granted, there is like a money back guarantee, so it's not like a locked in purchase, but I'm just so convinced that if my videos aren't perfect, then no one's gonna actually want to watch it and they'll get mad and be like, grr, I waste my money. Still trying to fathom the fact actually that anyone would actually pay for this course, even though it's full of really good knowledge, but since I know it already, it's not useful to me, so I don't see the benefit. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why I've been so blocked with this project. I've been avoiding it a lot because there are a lot of different mental things that weren't lining up. But I'm doing it. And I will get myself as many sweet treats and expensive meals as I might need to get this done. Yeah. No, because today I lived off of PB&Js and cold pizza and half of my cappuccino from yesterday. Oh, and I painted this morning, actually. I woke up at 9. I think I got a good amount of sleep. Definitely did not have any problems falling asleep last night. And oh, I wanted to draw tonight. I wanted to do so many things tonight, but I worked myself to midnight. It is now tomorrow. This is suffocating. But I do know. I still have, wait, yeah, what am I doing? Hold on a second. I still have like over a week until the course launches. Oh, okay. See, I was stressing about the insanely unrealistic expectation I just put on myself about getting this done this weekend. It's been occupying my entire mind. I didn't do any tasks. I still did morning pages. And I still, like, you know, washed dishes and did stuff. I mean, it was tough. It was really hard to follow my timers. It really was. Like, taking a break, an hour break in the middle of the day, when I could be spending those precious hours with my nose to the grindstone even more. But I found after the break, not only was it great and I felt like a human again, but my mind had some time to stretch and I came back more refreshed and I solved some problems that actually saved me time in the long run. Like, I spent those extra minutes to make some shortcuts and, like, I know this. I know this would happen when I take a break, but do I actually act it out? No. Silly human things. That's a very human thing to do. All short-term, no long-term. I get tunnel vision, I guess. But yeah, so this morning, I actually had a painting crit. So I've been working a little more on my self-portrait. And I've been thinking, ever since the Caterpillar documentary, actually. I pronounced caterpillar funny. I said caterpillar. Anyway. I was just learning about the environment of all the caterpillars and how integral they are to the food web. And just how in the wilderness, in nature, everything has a job for everything else. Like, the waste of one thing is food for another, and this product connects to that, and just like everything is such a perfect, finely tuned living ecosystem. And that is so cool. And I've been thinking about this a lot, how a lot of, you know, the fractal patterns are mirrored in a lot of different things, you know, like lightning and frost and ferns and the veins in you and the wrinkles on your hands. Just everything is connected. And seeing that, I think, as an artist who is always constantly visually observing and picking up visual patterns, I think I have the opportunity to see that even more. And that's really cool. And the fact that I'm in this as well. People are in this. We're not just some disease that lives here. Like, sure, we cause some problems. We cause a lot of problems. But, like, there's parasitic animals. There's parasitic plants. There are harmful relationships, and the world keeps spinning. Like, I'm not trying to make any big statement here. I'm just contemplating the fact that, yeah, everything has a place. And just by simply existing, you are participating in the universe. So I wanted to include that fun little realization in my self-portrait. Because I've also been kind of connecting that, I guess, to my current, I guess I'll say grappling, current contemplation of, you know, the mantra, the saying thing that I'd come up with, my work doesn't give me value, I give my work value. That thing, kind of switching the roles, switching the power dynamic, really, of what's actually on top. And just, yeah, recognizing that I am, in fact, a living human being. And that, yeah, just by sitting here, just by talking here, I am enough. Like, it's still not fully registered in my brain, so I'm going to try and say it as often as I can to myself. And, like, maybe write it down. You know, yeah, I'll make it my phone wallpaper again. Because that really seems to be working for my other things. So, I've been noticing as well, whenever I start working, especially today, because I was like really stressing myself out on like the get it all done now. The urgency came back for a sec there, but it was controlled. It still didn't go out of control because I had the timers, but while I was working, I wasn't enjoying myself. I was stressed the whole time. I was holding my breath, even though I was doing something I enjoyed, just because I was so scared of the inner punishment and shame and disappointment that would be happening afterwards, because I know I wouldn't actually finish it in time. It's just, I've been running myself dry. I don't actually give myself the opportunity to succeed. It's just always the next thing. So, yeah. I mean, all of this is kind of just textbook. Burnt out. I wouldn't even call myself burnt out. But, you know, post-gifted kid in school, pleasure to have in class, eldest daughter, all the different names of kids that take on too much responsibility too young. But, yeah. Oh, another thing I was just thinking about, like, an hour ago, when I was hanging out with my friend. I didn't realize how little you could think in the background of an interaction. Like, it's gonna be hard to describe, but I never thought I was hypervigilant. I never thought I was, you know, constantly scanning the room for danger, because that made me think, like, I had to be some scared animal in a corner shaking or something. I don't know. Just predicting how people were going to attack me or something. But when I was in a friend group setting, I realized that there was an opportunity. There was an open door to actually not constantly think about what my role in the group is, and if I'm being useful, and if I'm, you know, providing a good reason to be liked at that point. There was an option to actually just not think about that stuff at all, and to throw caution to the wind and trust that my friends are with me because they want to be with me, and then to just exist. I think I just didn't know better. Alright, yeah, this is turning into like a a vent series. This was supposed to be about art, I swear. But like I was saying a couple blocks ago, I think the book actually just made me an unblocked person as opposed to an unblocked artist, because I was already pretty unblocked. But it's reflecting in my art because portrait and comic and oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, so one of the reasons why I could not sleep like 2 nights ago was because I was drawing, right? I was drawing and I was doing a digital painting. I haven't really been doing that many digital paintings. I've just been doing mostly like comics and illustrations and sketches, but pulled out the oil brush, my little paint set in Procreate, and I had some fun with like a nice rendered drawing. And then it looked really good. I'm not gonna share it because it's like the sketchbook version of my iPad, where like I told myself I wasn't gonna share it, but it's just a portrait. And just, I think it's because I was also doing a self-portrait in oils. And let me tell you, doing traditional and digital art in the same day totally helps both of them. It seriously stretches your brain, it's really good. But the rendering of the face in the digital drawing looked really nice. It looked exactly how I wanted it to look. And I was just so exciting, and I was like, oh my gosh, progress! So it's like, my art is getting better, and I'm not even doing that much art, just because I'm working on myself, and I'm the artist. It's really funny. It's cool, and I'm excited. I can't wait to just keep improving and all this stuff. And yeah, I already started working on the next episode. We got about 7 panels out already. Well, not out, but drawn. Out on Patreon, if you want to check that out. But first 6 are free. I figured I'd start doing that because I do love sharing. But yeah, so now that I've stopped working, I'm now realizing that I'm dehydrated and hungry and tired and cold. So I'll be trying to take care of all of those, and I will go to bed and try and feel as little guilt as possible for not getting impossible. Yeah, it's annoying that I have to fight this still, but I know, a year ago, even a month ago, 2 months ago, this would have been so much worse. And I'm staying hopeful about it, but I think I can say that my little psoriasis is getting better. Not significantly, but it is getting better. I don't know. I'd say this is a pretty good week to hope. And it's also a very good week to have faith, because that is the name of the week. And I have not done tasks. It's day 5 of the week, I think. I have 2 days left. Man, this is the last week. I'm not going to have anything else to read. What am I going to do? I'm still going to do morning pages and stuff. But I will see you tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be a little less insane. I really don't want to keep working past 9. I'm realizing, now that I'm used to stopping at 9, this feels very icky. This feels like an invasion of my relaxed time. I don't like this. Wow, what a change. Alright. Yep, it is 12:15, and I'm shutting it off. 12:16. And I'm shutting it off. See you next log.